What's up, everyone? This is the Jose Show. I hope everyone's having a fantastic day, and I hope everyone had a fantastic weekend. Um, of course, like we all know, everything went on throughout this past weekend, and we have a lot to cover today. Yeah, I get that. But, man, let's talk about the weather, y'all. The weather today has been crazy, especially this past weekend, okay? A lot of the rain that we've been getting. I mean, I am happy that we've been getting a lot of rain and that we've been getting a bunch of cloudiness these days. But my goodness, we've been getting a lot of that already. And I think it was about time that we would get a bunch of this rain and a bunch of this cloudiness. I definitely do think it's about time because, man, just like 3 years ago, we were going through this huge drought, and now we are now having this huge, intense weather filled with rain. Now, that is what I call refreshing wet weather. So anyway, unfortunately, we're gonna have to start off this show with some sad news. Riverdale star and Beverly Hills 90210 actor Luke Perry has died at the age of 52. As we all know, Perry was hospitalized on February 27 after paramedics were dispatched to his home in Sherman Oaks, California, according to TMZ. The call reportedly came into the fire department for someone suffering a stroke. The actor remained under observation for 5 days but died on Monday, today, March 4th. Actor Luke Perry, 52, passed away today after suffering a massive stroke, end quote, read a statement from Perry's rep. He was surrounded by his children Jack and Sophie, fiancée Wendy Madison Bohr, ex-wife May Sharp, mother Ann Bennett, stepfather Steve Bennett, brother Tom Perry, sister Amy Coder, and other close family and friends. The family appreciates the outpouring of support and prayers that have been extended to Luke from around the world and respectfully request privacy in this time of great mourning. No further details will be released at this time. So, man, this is crazy. My goodness. I really thought that Luke Perry was gonna survive this, but unfortunately he didn't. I mean, he was very young. 52 years old is not old, you guys. He was young. But unfortunately, when it comes to a stroke and when it comes to something severe other than a stroke, it's tough to go through something like this. I mean, only by the miracle of God could you go through something rough like that. And only the doctors could do so much to resuscitate the person, to help the person continue off with their life. It's rough and it's sad, and I could imagine why Luke Perry might have gone through a stroke, but I'm not going to assume things and I'm not going to even state things. All I'm going to say is that maybe he was not having enough sleep, or maybe he was going through some tough times with his family or tough times with his life, and maybe he was stressed, and maybe that's what led him to go through situations like these where he would just pass away. He would just pass away and have this horrible stroke. He was in the hospital just for 4 or 5 days. He didn't really last in the hospital. And it's sad to know that a legend would pass away, and not just a legend, but also someone that we highly remember, we highly have known and seen on TV for decades now. Um, we've seen him on several shows, just like the ones that I mentioned right now, and especially on the recent show Riverdale, where he is acting with actors like Cole Sprouse. So yeah, I really am sad. I'm very, very sad for his family and friends, and of course for his co-stars. May he rest in peace. He'll always be remembered, and his legacy will live on. As of now, I do not know any updates of when his funeral's gonna be, on when he's gonna get buried, or if he's gonna get cremated. As of now, it's only confirmed that he's dead at the age of 52. But when I get further details on that, I'll get to you guys on that. But I mean, I really, really am saddened for the death of Luke Perry. I really am. It's not. It's really sad to know that TV legends have to go off and you know, they no longer have to be with us. They no longer get to be with us. So yeah. And speaking of deaths, from one bad news to another, Janice Freeman, the contestant for Miley Cyrus, Miley Cyrus's contestant on The Voice, also passed away. She passed away this past Saturday. She was only 33 years old. It was due to a blood clot that she had in her heart, and unfortunately, the paramedics, they couldn't do much, and she was like pronounced dead at around 5 o'clock in the afternoon on Saturday. It's very sad to know that we're losing people here, and that we're losing talent too. Miley Cyrus, of course, she went to Instagram, and she went off and talked about the death of her contestant from The Voice. Janice Freeman, she had such a great voice. She had such a great humor. I remember her being on The Voice. I definitely remember, because I would even watch The Voice. And seeing her compete with Miley, I'm not compete with Miley, but compete with other people, and being cheered and supported by Miley, really was like times to remember. It was like literally something to remember, because I mean, Miley, she was just so supportful. She was so supporting. She was so happy and proud of Janice, especially for the singer that she was becoming to be. And The Voice, she had a huge voice. She had a beautiful voice, a voice that many people, of course, would envy. And she was literally like one of Miley's best contestants. And for me to find out that she's dead is just unbelievable, and especially to know it off of such a young person that was only 33 years old. And she even seemed healthy to me. She even looked healthy to me. She even looked like she was she even looked like she was healthy, and that nothing was going on with her. So yeah, it really does sadden me to know stuff like this, unfortunately. But I mean, life goes on, and I mean, people come and go, unfortunately. I mean, unfortunately, people aren't here eternally. But all I gotta say is that life is short, and we gotta enjoy it, and we gotta remember to enjoy it and not stress ourselves out and not be happy for the life that we're living in. So yeah, it's saddening. It really is. It really, really is saddening. Now, on to some hopefully better news. Well, happily, good thing is we have some good news, hopefully, especially for all the Selenators. Selena Gomez is reportedly back in the studio making new music. She even shared a snippet of her, a video of her in the studio with her producers and with her writers, jamming to her music. Unfortunately, the video is muted, so we can't hear what she's playing, but we do know that she is back in the studio, she's playing music, and that sooner or later this year she'll be releasing new music, hopefully. I would love it if she releases new music. So yes, Selena, she is back in the studio, and I believe that she is now better than ever, after such a rough year that she had this past year with, of course, her lupus disease, and then the kidney surgery that she had. She went through a lot, you guys. So I mean, there's a reason as to why she ended up not doing so. She ended up not being in the spotlight for a while, and ended up being gone from the spotlight, and she ended up, of course, not releasing any new music, of course. So yeah, and as we all know, it's been 4 years since we heard music from her. 4 years, so that's a long time. So yeah, may Selena hopefully release new music. I hope so. As we all know, though, she did release a new collaboration with J Balvin, Tay, and Benny Blanco, which is called I Can't Get Enough. It's a jam, it's a banger, it's a good song, I love it. It's a great song, but man, we cannot wait to hear some new Selena Gomez music already, to hear some music where we could actually be like, man, Selena's finally back in the spotlight, Selena's back in the music scene. I'm so glad that now we're hearing some news from her that she's back in the studio because of this. So yeah, I don't know about Justin Bieber though, if he's gonna be releasing new music sooner or later. I mean, that I don't know, but I mean, hopefully he does get to release new music. I mean, that would be nice. Which, speaking of which, it was his birthday this past weekend. He turned 25 years old, and unfortunately, he didn't post anything on Instagram. I mean, I expected for Justin Bieber to post something on Instagram for his 25th birthday, but he did not. He just decided to stay quiet about it, and I'm sure he was enjoying it with his wife, Hailey Bieber. That's for sure. That's great to know, which is a good thing. I mean, he's married and now he's living his life. Hey. Now on to some other news, which are also good news. The Jonas Brothers have now reunited, and now they have released their new song called Sucker. It is the first time in 6 years that the group gets to reunite, that they get to actually release music, and they are doing good chart-wise and sales-wise with their new song. Their song is skyrocketing on the iTunes, Spotify, Apple Music charts because of this long anticipated new music that they have now released. I'm not sure when they're going to release their new album, but we do know is that they have just released the lead single to their new album. Love it. The music video, it stars Priyanka Chopra and of course Nick Jonas and Joe Jonas is in it, and of course the other Jonas Brothers in it too, because I mean it's their music video. But I mean, other than them, Priyanka Chopra's in the music video, and then Joe Jonas's I believe girlfriend is in it too, and I believe even Frank Jonas's girlfriend is in it too. So yeah, it's the three of them that are in the music video, which is really cool. Love it, really, especially Priyanka Chopra to be in it. It's a way of knowing that, hey, the Jonas Brothers are back, but now they are happily with their loved ones now. It's pretty dope. So yeah, I really do like this new comeback, and I really do hope that they release a new album. And to you, and to all you Jonas Brothers fans, I really am hoping you guys are happy for this comeback, because I think this comeback was a great comeback, and it was a surprising comeback, because we all didn't expect for new Jonas Brothers music this year, and especially this past week. Like, this came out of nowhere, but in a good way. So this is great. I'm so glad. It's like my childhood is coming back with this new Jonas Brothers music. I'm all like, hey, it's 2009 all over again with the Jonas Brothers. This is excellent. This is great. This is great. So now, anyway.
Hey! No, just kidding.
Karen, do you have anything to talk about for my show?
I don't.
You don't? My friend Karen, she is here right now. She is doing my homework. She's doing her homework, not my homework. I was about to say mine, but no, she's doing her homework. I wish she was doing my homework. But I would have you do my homework for free, though. No, I'm joking. Anyway, I'm staying off topic here with this show. Okay, so now, since you have nothing to talk to me about, I guess that is it for today, you guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I'll keep you guys updated on Luke Perry's death, and I'll keep you guys updated on what else is going on. So yeah, may you guys have a wonderful day. Until next time, hey.